Hello and welcome. This is the last video in the Makita videos we've been making. This is the last machine, which is a DHP484. This one works, but it's just dirty. The biggest problem I have with it is I can't get that out of the chuck. I'm not entirely sure how to deal with that. I think I'm probably going to start off by giving it a tap. I have given it a really liberal coating of WD-40, so it's just not unlocking when you do that. So I'm not entirely sure what the best route with that's going to be. I'm assuming that it's fairly locked on there, and that's fairly tight in there, and that even if I hit it, you know what, right, that's actually dropping inside the chuck, so I'm going to continue doing that, hoping that it will fall in enough to release the chuck. Let's try that, see if that makes any difference. That's just tightened up. See, that's doing the tighten up, but not undoing. Yeah, there's definitely a seize up in that chuck. Okay, that's just fallen. Right, so the chuck is no longer supporting anything. That's gone loose. So will the chuck now? Come on. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Screwdriver bit at the chuck. That was hard work. So, how do we free up the chuck nicely? It still feels a bit granulated to operate, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down the side of every one of them and just give that some of this grease. Purely and simply. Lubrication. So let's give this a clean. We've proved the machine is working by just freeing up the chuck, so I'm pleased about that. Yeah, let's take it apart. Why not? Back cap off. There's the armature. That's actually incredibly clean. Very nice condition. Whilst I think this drill's got a bit dirty or damp or something, I don't think it's had a hard life. I mean, it's a 2022 machine, I think. I saw a date on it, yeah, 22. So it's not It is pretty old. I think it's not been looked after well. We'll have us a little clean pile, I think. Have this apart, give it all a clean, put it back together. Swap for that. I'll make a mess of things. Now all I'm going to do before I go any further is I'm going to take these screws that I know are the screws for the front and compare them to there. So they are longer screws to hold the gearbox in. Definitely worth taking note of. Okay. Do a visual check, usual routine, start at one end and just give it a persuade. Yeah, usual sort of Makita gearbox. Quite clean in there, to be fair. I'll drop a bit of oil in. The gearbox of the oil motor's got a little bit of corrosion on it, very lightly, and that's the whole motor assembly's come off. We'll take that lot and give it all a really good clean prior to putting it back together. And I'm going to do the same with the front of that. I'm going to just give that a little bit of a wipe and I'll drop a bit of oil in the gearbox because why not? It's always a good thing to do. Otherwise it just goes into there. And drives that round there, look like that. Cool. Right, I'm going to go and give this a clean. I'll come back, we'll put it back together. Right, I've given all the bits a bit of a spruce up and a clean. So the next job is to just reassemble it. Generally, like a lot of the other Makita stuff we've took apart, the whole thing is pretty much just clipping back into place, which I think is brilliant. Okay, we need to put this back on. Springs have jumped out. Oh, I see, it'll only go one more way. By the looks of it. Because that end will go into there, but that end won't go in there. Okay, whatever. Okay, so that will go and sit in there like that. You know what? I was right the first way. Because that gear selection won't go into place. So will it go in that way around? Yes, it will. Look. So the writing is the right way around from the back. Look. There we go. Look. Okay, that's brilliant. Need to put the reverse switch in. Motor's in place. And put the armature in for good measures. You're not going to sit right until the side's on. Put the side back up and let's put a couple of screws in it. So I'm going to go just top and bottom for the minute, just to hold it together. And put the back on to hold the motor in one place. I know the gearbox isn't in. I'm just make sure it's working, and it is. It sounds really nice, this one does. So we can continue and put some screws in. Put these opposites in here. Obviously the arrow's got to be at the top when you put the gearbox in. Oh, there we go, that's just... There we go. Gearbox back in place. Check everything's tight. Final job, put the bracket back on it. That's working as it should do. The chuck's now working correctly. That's freed up. So there we go. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I have done some other repairs and some teardowns on some other Makita stuff. So please enjoy. Thank you. Oh, and if you don't mind, hit the subscribe and the like and the other buttons. It does help with YouTube bringing my videos up. Thank you.